Alright, let's move down the grid again to see if we catch up on some of the fights. Position 2, Simon Melhuish, and don't quite know what to make of this. It looks as if he's still in his first stint, and we're almost an hour gone, or it might be that we just didn't watch or didn't notice Simon Melhuish doing his pit stop very early on, and then this would be his second of possibly 3 stints. However, I know that he's also racing, or has been racing, in this SCAA in the long distance races, so he might just be a guy who's taking very, very, very good care of his tires. Okay, and in position number 3, behind Simon, is Jari Vinari. He is always in the thick of things, is Jari. And following Simon, if my guess is correct, and Simon is on a one-stop strategy, though an extreme one-stop strategy, putting the first stint very, very, drawing it out very long, then that would mean that Jari is actually in position number 2. But we simply don't know, folks, so we have to see how that plays itself out here in the last 30 minutes of the race. Hunting a BMW M3, though this time it's not one of the flat-out racers or one of the Degen racers, it's one of the Torrent racers, the new team here, new kids on the block. So great to have them with us. Some of you on the screens might know them from the SCAA. They play a very positive role, and right now it's a mistake by Simon Melhuish. It's a mistake, and Jari Vinari, just in front of the Mercedes-Benz grandstand, can actually pull past. And he's passed, so it might be that Simon is out there and that his tires are still the first set, and that his tires are now really giving him troubles. It looked as if under braking the car was skidding a little, the car was sliding a little, and let's watch him very closely now as he moves into the Südkurve, which is very tough on the tires, very difficult to balance that turn. That looks very clean. That looks perfect. So it might just have been a one-off moment for him. And Simon Melhuish now down to number 3 from a 4th position that he held. And the Black Rebels racer you see there is a left car, so don't think that this guy is fighting for a position here. But then Ralph Iden, that's a flat-out racer. You can see somewhere just in the background behind Simon Melhuish. He's the next car fighting for position. That's position number 4. And Jari Vinari is pulling away a little already, and it looks actually as if the Black Rebels racer might be able to unlap himself from Simon Melhuish, moving in on Simon now. So my guess would be that we see a pit stop by Simon Melhuish in the not too distant future. And there was a little bit of a problem again for Simon in the hairpin, so I suppose his tires are pretty much gone now. And the Black Rebels racer, I'm sorry, at this point I can't tell you whether it's David Garcia or Vice Visser. I would suppose it's David. Actually managed to unlap himself, which is something that you don't really see very often. And so there must be a big problem for Simon here. And he's now feeling the heat of the flat-out racer of Ralph Iden following him. And I wonder if he's coming in for his pit stop now, which would then actually set the record straight and straighten out the field for us so that we know where people really are. But that's what I like about the long-distance races, that with different pit stop strategies, you actually have people popping up in places, in positions where you wouldn't expect them from the race so far. And there he goes into the pit, Simon Melhuish, pitting in and slowing down here. A bit of a break there before he has to pit limiter. He's probably sorting out his pit strategy at this point, trying to push all the right buttons at the right time. And lucky for him, his pit is one of the last ones, so he has ample time to do that. He's in the pits now, and it should take him about 20 to 30 seconds to do the pit stop here and then move out. And he was out on the same set of tires and for 70 minutes. That is a long, long time with the BMW. Remember that, for example, Andreas Leffler pulled in at something like 35 or 40 minutes. Okay, he's still in the pits. He's dropping down now, position 8 at this point. And he's moving out of the pits now, just like a clean and rather short stop. I mean, he didn't have to really take on very much fuel because he only has 20 minutes to go. And he's out of the pits now and back into the race in position number 9. And that is a little up from what we saw at the start. If I remember correctly, I think we saw him in position 10 or 11, so actually the pit strategy that he made up for himself worked out. And the racer in front, he's racing for a position. That's again Pascal Malenfant-Tremblay. They're racing for a position and still on cold tires. Remember, Simon Melhuish just came in for tires. He still has awfully cold tires. Tremblay running a bit wide here. They're now moving into hairpin. Let's see if he can hold it with the cold tires. Yes, he can. Whoa, that was a Simon Melhuish. And gaining one position, position number 9 now for him. Simon Melhuish in position number 9, now lapping the blue flag racer, lapping Chris Leeton, and Tremblay following him. So that looks like a nice and clean BMW battle there for positions number 9 and 10. On my watch, only one lap to go. And we just saw the guy holding the flag there, little virtual guy, and it wasn't the black and white flag, it wasn't the checkered flag, so they're still battling it out for at least another lap. Jack Keithley in position 8, Simon Melhuish in position 9. Will he make a move? Will he still have the power? Will he still have the tires to make a move? But remember, he came in very late, so his tires should be amongst the freshest on the whole circuit here. Well, if Simon still wants to make a move, he should better prepare it now, but I can imagine that Jack Keithley, who's looked very much in control of his race whenever we saw him, is not taking any chances here in the last 1 or 2 laps. Is showing us some of his perfect clean lines again. Simon coming closer here in front of the Mercedes grandstand. They're now back on what used to be the old track of Hockenheim before the new track was established in 2002. And they're into the Motordrome now. They're both on the grass. Into the Sachskurve, and this is where Simon gets very, very, very close. Let's see if he can take a lot of speed out of Südkurve. Jack pulling away a little. Simon staying a bit on the outside, now on the inside. They're moving up the start and finish now, and they are very close. They are very, very close. Still no checkered flag here. Simon showing himself, showing Jack, listen, I'm here, and the worst thing that Jack can actually do is cutting too much in that corner we just saw, because that will give him a stop and go. So let's hope the marshals didn't see that maneuver right now. And now comes the part where Jack usually pulls away just a little. It's let's see if Simon can hang on. They go down Parabolica, they're moving into the hairpin, approaching the hairpin. And the defensive maneuver here by Jack, blocking Simon, but it's all very sportsman behavior here. Simon not taking any chances, not doing any risky maneuvers there. After all, they've done 90 minutes. Why should he spoil it now in the very last few minutes? Now again, he's moving in close, taking a slightly different line there. I think he's trying to set up a move just as they move into the Motordrome. Watch it, folks. Watch it. He's out of the slipstream. No, he's not. He's still holding back. Not Sachskurve. Sachskurve is where he is always very, very, very close. Simon Melhuish following Jack Keithley. Ooh, that was close. That was close. Simon to draw back. That might have cost him the seconds. I don't think he can set up another move going into Sachskurve. There he is on the curbs. Jack. A very nice line of Jack through the Südkurve. A very nice line again. Very close racing now, and there is the checkered flag for them, and